Here are all the promos, discounts, tips, and hacks that you need to know before buying a condo. Hi everyone, this is Charm again and welcome back to my channel where we talk about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and adulting how-tos. Today we're talking about real estate again in the Philippines, but specifically condos this time. So condo investing used to mean big upfront costs, long waiting time, and a 50-year owning period that doesn't exist anymore. In 2025, iba na, and it's now more accessible than ever to buy a condo. So in this episode, I'll share with you guys some promos, discounts, and freebies that you have to be on the lookout for and maybe you're missing out on if you buy your condo at full price. And we'll also be dissecting the anatomy of a sample computation para alam nyo paano siya basahin at maintindihan nyo siya when your agent gives you this document. A portion of this video is sponsored by RLC Residences, but more of them later on. This video is the second episode of a series called Real Estate Real Talk, so subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Okay, first up, let's address the elephant in the room. Can the current landscape still be a good opportunity for condo buyers? So according to industry experts, purchasing the condominium in 2025 may actually be more economical dahil daw to sa basic principles of supply and demand. If there's an oversupply and developers are offering flexible payment terms and exclusive promos, then that means maraming discounts and it's actually a buyer's market. Okay, now let's get into some practical tips to make your condo buying experience smoother and more affordable. And these tips apply no matter when you're buying a condo. If you're not watching this video in 2025, it will still make sense. Take advantage of developer promos and ang dami nila. So let's go through them one by one. First is buying pre-selling units. Pre-selling units kasi already come at a lower price compared to RFOs or ready for occupancy units. You get to lock in today's price kahit turnover is in a few years pa. Perfect ito kung gusto mong mag-ipon habang tumataas ang value ng property mo. Another are discounts and flexible payment terms. Many developers now offer buyer-friendly schemes to lower the barrier of entry. An example of that is flexible payment scheme. Pwede nang i-stretch ang payments mo up to a few years, minsan zero interest pa. Another is extended down payment periods. Kung dati kailangan mo mag-spot down payment or 12 to 24 months lang ang equity period, ngayon umaabot na sa 36 to 60 months sa ibang projects. Mas magaan siya sa bulsa and this makes monthly amortizations lighter and more manageable. Another na nakita ko sa research ko na medyo bago kasi hindi ko siya na-experience before is split reservation fee. Some developers let you pay the reservation fee in 2 or even more installments. Another are special launch discounts. These are limited time deals for early birds or offered during property launches. Another promo type are reduced equity requirements. Equity used to be around 20%, but now it's not unusual to see offers as low as 10% or even 5% equity, especially with financing support from banks or developers themselves. If you're looking for something na ready for immediate occupancy, look for lease to own or early move-in programs. Pwede ka nang tumira habang nagbabayad ka pa and hindi kailangan na complete or full yung payment mo or even full yung down payment mo before moving in. Another place you can get a lot of discounts and promos are events and loyalty programs. Open house events like visiting showrooms or property preview events can let you enjoy exclusive event-only offers like additional discounts or waived fees. Another are loyalty perks or programs like being a repeat buyer from a developer, referrals, or even employees of affiliate companies may enjoy extra discounts or faster processing. And lastly are just free items. Who doesn't love freebies, diba? So, some promos now kasi come with free appliances, furniture sets, gift certificates, and even gadgets. And while it's not really a deal breaker if wala, and mas less common siya, malaking tipid din, especially for first-time homeowners. Okay, now let's dive deeper and use RLC Residences as an example in terms of what they have in store for prospective condo buyers. They have flexible payment schemes, event and loyalty discounts, lease to own, split reservation fee, special discount, and employee discount. So I'll insert a table of all their discounts on screen for pre-selling projects like Mira, Sierra Valley Gardens, LuPont Residences, the Sapphire Block South Tower, and for RFO or ready for occupancy projects naman like the Tryon Towers, Gateway Regency Studios, and the Sapphire Block. Okay, now let's talk about the anatomy of a sample computation. So I have two sample computations here. I'll just flash them on screen. But let's use this one from Mira. It's a studio type unit in Mira by RLC Residences. So you will see on top the project and unit details. So the project name like Mira or Gateway Regency Studios, the tower and unit numbers, specific location na to of the unit within the development, kung ano yung unit type niya, mapa studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, etc. And then the floor area, usually in the Philippines, we measure this in square meters. And then the floor level then, usually higher floors may have a premium. It might also indicate the view of where your unit is facing, whether it's sea view, city view, or north, south, east, west. And then next, you will see a total contract price. So this is the full selling price of the unit, inclusive of the unit price mismo. So ito yung base price of the condo unit itself, the VAT, 12% if applicable, and then other charges that might include miscellaneous fees, title transfer, documentation, and etc. And then there's going to be some details on parking. This is optional if you want parking. If you're purchasing a parking slot, it's itemized here kung anong level siya, and sometimes even kung ano yung number ng parking slot mo. And the next item is reservation fee. This is a non-refundable fee paid to reserve the unit. So it's usually around 50 to 100,000 pesos. This can be deducted from the down payment or equity when you push through with your sale. Next item is the down payment. So this is a percentage of the total contract price paid before the equity. So it can be around 5 to 20% and can be paid in lump sum or spread over several months. In some cases, there's even an option for 0% down payment. Next item is the equity, and this is a percentage of the total TCP or total contract price pa rin, paid after the down payment. So usually, nasa mga 15 to 100% to. Spread over several months. So sometimes yung monthly amortization schedule, meron na din yan sa sample computation. Typically for 12, 24, or even up to 78 months. So for example, 10% yung down payment mo, and then the other 10% of equity is payable in 24 months for X amount every month. So for example, dito on option 2, 5% down payment in 6 months, and then 15% equity in 72 months. So that's 44,900 pesos for 6 months for the down payment, and then the 15% monthly amortization, yung spread across 72 months is 14,350 pesos a month. And the next item you will see is the balance, or for example here it says 80% retention or 5.5 million pesos. And then for this, you can take out a bank loan or pwede mo ipadaan sa financing. So the remaining amount, usually around 80 to 90% can be financed na. So you can do financing usually with a bank, and they will give you a sample loan term and estimated amortization, but that's gonna come from a bank na and different document na yan. And then lastly are closing fees that will handle mostly the documentation. And there might be additional fees also that will come up post turnover na. So move-in fees, this is a one-time fee before turnover. And then a condo corp membership fee, water or electric meter deposit, advance kusa or condominium dues or monthly fees that are paid in advance. The promos and discounts that we talked about earlier, when applied, should appear in your sample computation. Okay, so final thoughts tayo. Condo investing in the Philippines has never been more accessible. With the right strategies and by taking advantage of current promos and discounts, you can for sure secure a property that fits your budget and lifestyle. But remember though to always practice your due diligence, consult with a real estate professional, and consider your long-term goals when investing in properties. It's a big commitment, so you shouldn't just wing it and do no research, diba? If you want to score more deals, don't miss the upcoming RLC Residences Expo this June, where you can enjoy exclusive discounts and exciting offers. And year-round yan may events si RLC Residences, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. You can also catch my talk on June 21 to get insights and tips on real estate investing. You can pre-register using my promo code RLC Expo Charm to get an exciting gift on top of all the promos and discounts that's gonna be at the event. I'll flash the full details of the event on screen of the Hello Home Forever event ng RLC Residences, and I will also link it in the description below, and I really hope to see you guys there. Again, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and also share this video to your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next episode of Real Estate Real Talk. Again, I'm Charm, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!